Happy Thursday, YouTube. It's your girl V the Notary. Hope you guys are having a great week. I want to talk to y'all about, well, first let me just say, I hope y'all are enjoying my channel. I hope that you guys are getting positivity out of this channel and, ways to strategize and make your notary and loan signing business better. That really is my goal. And so I'm praying that, hopefully I'm inspiring you guys to just improve upon everything and all aspects of your notary business and your real estate businesses. Okay. So I just want to say that because I really do today want to talk about something that is a pet peeve of mine. It's actually my biggest pet peeve as a loan signing agent. And you guys will probably be able to resonate with me on this because I know I look at some of the, the message boards and other YouTube channels and other, Instagram pages. And it's funny because we are griping about the same types of things. But this one, you guys, is at the top of the list of my annoyances in this industry, okay? And again, I just wanted to preface this because there's going to be a little bit of irritation and a little bit of me keeping it real, amongst the positivity that I have. But I'm hoping, you guys appreciate that just as much as the positive videos because, all of this is a way to make improvement and work together and, bounce ideas off of each other. All right. So with all of those pleasantries out of the way, let's talk about late documents, you guys. And what I mean by late documents, I'm talking about late documents provided by title. I bet you I struck a nerve when I said that. So for all my aspiring loan signing agents and new loan signing agents, all of you guys, obviously we're dealing with loan documents, right? Like as loan signing agents, no matter what type of closing you're doing, you're dealing with different documents, and those documents come from the title company. Whether you're working directly with the title company or you're working with the signing service, they are providing the documents. And with that being said, this industry, I do understand, the nuances of like, okay, there are certain things that you kind of have to, accept, quote unquote, as a notary or accept as a loan signing agent. And I think this is one of them. However, it doesn't make it any less annoying. And I think that we need to strategize together amongst each other on how to handle this because I think it's getting out of hand. So whenever you have a closing, prior to, you going out to meeting the client and you actually conducting the closing and the signing, you're going to be provided with documents, okay? Some title companies are much better than others with getting those documents to you in a timely manner. Some are not. And then in the middle of that, there are situations that arise with all signings that are sometimes out of the title company's control. I do understand that. Sometimes things fall through. There's a lot of moving parts in all of this. You're dealing with, escrow. You're dealing with, all of these different things, loan officer. You're dealing with a lot that goes into these closings. You have to ensure that the buyer and the seller are coming to an agreement. You have to ensure that the bank provides all the documentation. There's a lot of moving parts, right? So I understand the complexities that go into it, and I do understand that it's not always at the title's, error or they're just maybe bad business practice. If that's not always the case, there are other moving parts, But however, there are some title companies that are notorious for not ensuring that the notary gets the documents in a timely manner. And what is the timely manner? Okay. That all depends on one, the type of signing that you're doing. Two, where is the signing in relation to like where you live? For instance, if you have a signing and it's 5 minutes up the road, it might not be it's hard for you to, prep the documents, get there, whatever. But if you have a signing that is 30 minutes or more away and you have a refinance, okay? And we know those refinance packages tend to be a little bit larger. You have a refinance package and your signing is supposed to be at 10 and the title company gives you the documents at 9. Like, that's not acceptable. And it happens a lot, you know, and I feel like it's getting worse. I don't know what is going on. I feel like, you know, in the beginning of me being, you know, a loan signing agent, I feel like I didn't deal with that as much. And I feel like, you know, as I'm getting deeper into this career, you know, these title companies are getting more and more lax on like making sure that they do what they need to do to get the, you know, I don't know what they think. And that's another thing. I don't know if the title companies and even the signing services may have a better idea, because for one reason, a lot of times signing services are created by loan signing agents that have said, you know what, I love what I'm doing. I'm going to create my own, you know, signing service. So sometimes I feel like they have a better grasp on, you know, what really goes into preparing for a loan signing. But sometimes I wonder if title does, because it's like, you cannot in your right mind think that you can give me a huge package like this where I have to print hundreds of pages and think that I'm going to get to this loan signing within an hour. It's just like, you know, and then it's not courteous to your time, because what if you have other signings that you have to prep for? You might not have planned to be at home at that time. You might have been like, look, I was trying to leave the house at 7 a.m. I was hoping you gave me the documents the night prior. And, you know, you're just now getting them to me, you know, or you're saying you're going to get them to me an hour before. It's just, it throws everybody off, right? So that has to be my biggest pet peeve as a loan signing agent. Now, let me tell you in my real life situations how I handle this, because I feel like this can be helpful. Bottom line, especially now, I have become very intolerant to a lot of the BS surrounding this job. I feel like when you're newer, you're like, okay, I'm just trying to learn. But you are going to quickly see that, like, I'm not going for that. And I feel like title companies and signing services really, and I don't want to be unappreciative, you guys, but like they really try to get over on us sometimes if you allow them, and you cannot let them do that. So I push all the way back. And what really triggered me is that I had a signing this morning. And you guys, I was like, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew that this was going to happen. Again, the signing was really, really early. And, you know, yesterday I was just like, okay, you know, it's 6 o'clock. The signing's at 9. Like, where are the documents? Well, what are we doing? And so I was like, okay, so you know, it's almost closing time. When are you guys going to get me the documents? Because I want to prep this. You know what I mean? I want to have these prepped. And especially if it's a signing that's early in the morning, you should have those documents the night before. It should not be 9 o'clock and you're getting the documents at 8. Like, that's just not acceptable. I got stuff to do. I got a kid. I'm trying to get the kid out to school. I got things I'm doing. So I knew that this was going to happen. And I told the signing service, I said, look, I'm telling you right now, if I don't have those documents by 7 a.m., we're pushing the signing out. That, you know, obviously I said it with more couth and, you know, in a kinder way, but I was very stern and very serious. And I was like, we're going to have to push that signing out, you know, significantly in the later part of the morning. If I don't have those documents, I'm letting you guys know, because I have things that I have going on. The signing's early in the morning. I should have these documents right now. And so, of course, you know, the signing service like, oh, you know, okay. So when 7 a.m, I'm like, okay, I emailed them immediately at 7:30, still no documents, you guys. And I say, and this is a bigger package. I said, we're going to have to push the signing to noon. Please reach out to the client, or I can reach out to the client, however you prefer. Well, we're going to have to push this out, because now, you know, it's just, I don't have time. And then the signing is over 30 minutes away. I don't have time to do what I need to do to prepare for this. And so they didn't email me back until 8. So you were going to not give me these documents till after 8, and had the nerve, you guys, to feel a way about that. Oh, no, well, we don't know if the client, I said, well, unfortunately, because of the fact that I'm getting these and I still don't have the document. Even when you guys are emailing me, y'all still haven't given me these documents. I don't have the documents still. This is a situation where now it's interfering with my other appointments. There's two options here. You can reassign this to another notary, or we can reschedule. What works best for you? Because you don't want to reassign and scramble to have to reassign it. You know what I mean? So, and I told them, I said, you know, I understand there's time crunches and constraints that you're working with, but if you want proper service and if you want things to be done timely, please ensure that the notary has the documents in a timely manner. I 100% said that. And I don't know, they might have been surprised because the signing service called me, and the way that I'm talking to y'all right now, I literally said this is unacceptable. And if there is an issue, I have absolutely no problem with handing you back this assignment so that you can reassign it. But under no circumstances am I going to be put in a position like this where I'm not able to prepare for this signing. You guys can either reassign it or push it out. What would be your preference? Like, I'm so over this kind of stuff, you guys. I'm not playing games. I'm going to be professional. But at the same time, you guys want to dock fees from us and stuff if we make mistakes, right? If we make a mistake, you guys are quick to be like, well, if you forget a stamp here, we're taking $10 off here. If you forget this signature, we're taking, you know, if the deed's not, you know, notarized properly or whatever. You guys want to start taking off fees? No. It goes both ways. We have to exhibit professionalism, we have to exhibit accuracy, and we have to exhibit timeliness on both parts. And I think that these title companies and signing services have it all wrong, where they can kind of do it how they want, but the notaries have to be perfection. And no, it doesn't work like that. And sorry, you guys, with the tone of this video, but I'm irritated, okay? So that's just, and I know y'all are going to be able to feel what I'm saying, because it's not okay. So I say all of that to say this. In this industry, we're going to have to accept that, you know, it's fast paced, you know, there's different changes, and then we're dealing with time constraints. And then we all know that once title has a date in place, they don't want to switch that. That's like so crucial, that if they have it at a certain date, they do not want to move because they have to change all the documents and all the dates. And I get it, right? And I know that we're not always going to have 12 hours of advance notice with the documents. I understand that too. But you cannot give a notary, it's under no circumstance, unless, for instance, let's just say, you know, sometimes notaries get sick and they can't do an assignment and they have to reassign it. You know, then, you know, you might have to reach out to the notary, but they know it's a rush job. You know what I mean? But if you assign something to a loan signing agent, there should be under no circumstances should you be giving them a package of documents an hour before the appointment. It just should never happen. It's not okay. And really, 2 hours is not okay either, really. That notary should have a few hours of advance to prep documents, because again, if I have several signings throughout the day and I'm waiting for you, you know, then I got to find a printer if I'm out. Like, give me the make sure that I have the documents at the beginning of the day, especially if it's in the morning, because I don't want to have to go home to print documents if I have multiple signings. You know, like, I have to prepare for my day too. And also, notaries, it's our responsibility. We have to make sure that we can only accept, you know, assignments that we actually have time for. So I do recognize that too, but I just had to come and talk to y'all about that, you know, and let you kind of know how I handle it when I get assignments that are the timelines are just egregious. I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna be very, very kind about it, but I'm very serious, and I'm not playing that. You can absolutely reassign this if you so choose, because you're not going to stress me out, because it's already a stressful, kind of high-strung job, because there's no room for error. You know what I mean? You have to be so on point. You have to make sure that you see everything. You know, so it's like we already have to ensure that we are so on point with everything that we're doing. Don't stress us out by sending in documents like 2 seconds before the signing. And notaries, we have to start pushing back because that's the only way we're going to see changes. Okay, so I had to talk to you guys about that today. So yes, I got that. I feel better. I vented to you guys about how I feel. But yeah, now I want to know how you guys feel. How are you guys feeling about getting your documents last minute? Tell me about a time this has happened to you guys. I love to hear your experiences in the comments. And if there's another way that I could handle this better, let me know. I don't know if I'm going to agree with you on this one, but I am open to hearing everything, okay? So, as always, you guys, please like, subscribe, and share. And, drop down in the comments, like I said, and let me know your thoughts. And you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.